Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Michaela if you're new here. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to deal with difficult coworkers or managers. So I'm a manager at a retail store and I have to deal with so many different people. I have to deal with people at my level, people at corporate, vendors. Like I just talk to so many people every single day. And sometimes you just don't get along with everyone. And you just butt heads and there's a lot of tension sometimes, and you just have to always hold back from really giving it to them. Sometimes you just want to yell at them, but you can't because it just never ends well for you when you do that, and it just looks unprofessional. But don't worry, I've got you. I've got 4 tips on how you can handle difficult coworkers or managers that just kind of drive you crazy sometimes. Try and understand them. This has helped me a lot. Like I try and see their point of view. I try to maybe understand their management style or just how their working style, and that helps me, I guess, just helps me understand why they may say certain things or why they may do certain things. You know, I have a manager who sometimes just drives me insane sometimes, and I started to kind of get to know him a little more, and I realized that that person has a really awful personal life, and obviously they're bringing that tension to work, because sometimes I'm just like, where did that come from? Why did you have to say that? Like, come on, like, chill, you know. Sometimes you're like, what the heck? And also, like, when I analyze my manager, I realize that the way he likes to manage is completely different than how I like to manage. You know, he's definitely very aggressive and just, you know, not as friendly. You know, I'm a strong manager, but I definitely don't need to use aggression to get my point across. And so me kind of analyzing that made me realize, okay, like this is why they speak to me this way, or this is why they have these actions. And so just like, it just helps you have a different point of view and helps you not get as riled up sometimes when a situation arises, to see how they see things. And that has helped me a bit to not get so pissed off sometimes. And also, you know that phrase, like, keep your friends close but keep your enemies closer? Like, that has also been very helpful too. And that actually helps me to just be one step, like, ahead of them every time. And it's now that I kind of know, like, their style, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to be one step ahead. Always going to be prepared, because you clearly, you know, you have these issues. And so, I mean, that obviously makes me hustle more and makes me more competitive. But it has helped a bit that I kind of like work them. I kind of know how to, like, I guess, not manipulate, but I just kind of know how to work them and get them to, you know, see my side of it. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's just what you have to do sometimes when you're dealing with difficult people. You have to try and just, you know, not yell at them, but find other ways to get them to understand you. Understand your triggers. I mean, every relationship, it's always a handshake, you know? Like, it's not always going to be all their fault, and it's not always going to be all your fault. Like, it's always going to be a handshake. There's going to be 50-50 or 75-25, whatever. And so I started analyzing, okay, maybe there's some things that I'm doing that I just have a blind spot to. I mean, I'm not perfect, so, I mean, there's some things that I might not see. And so I started analyzing myself, and I started realizing that I do have an issue with being told what to do sometimes and just being bossed around sometimes. And so I have to work on that, and I have been working on that. And sometimes you just feel like you know better, and like, why are they bossing around? And you just have to get over that. So I've had to definitely humble myself and just get over that issue. And I also have a little insecurity of feeling like I'm dumb, or feeling like someone's looking down upon me, because I had some bullying when I was in middle school, people thinking I'm dumb and thinking that I'm incapable of doing things. And so I do kind of have, like, when people press that button on me, I just want to charge at them, because it's just a trigger. If you think I do something wrong, or if you think I can't do something, it's a trigger. And many of us have our triggers, and I think knowing what our trigger is and knowing how to control that, and just, instead of getting angry right away, maybe redirecting that is definitely going to help you just handle that person a lot better. And so for me, I learned that when that person really presses that button, that I I don't like go charge. I don't go like, mean girls charging at someone and want to strangle them. I definitely just like, okay, let me compose myself. And I think the key here is just strong communication. And I look them straight in the eye. And I never like yell. I can never like raise my voice or never lower my voice. I just say a very even voice, and I look them in the eye and I give them the facts. I say, and I tell them this is what and they get it. When you give them the facts and when you really look them in the eye, they are gonna be like, okay, whoa, like she's serious here, like she means business. And that really has helped me a lot, the way I communicate. People say I have a soft voice, and I do have a softer voice, a sweeter voice. And so people don't always think I'm serious or don't take me seriously sometimes. But I am serious. When I give you the look, like, don't mess with me. Like, I know what I'm talking about. And so I think it's all about communication, and it's about how you, give that communication. Don't go off the handle, or don't be a doormat either, stay even, and they're gonna respect you, and they're gonna understand you better. I mean, if they don't, then they're just buttholes. Like, choose your battles. Sometimes, you can't go into battle with every single person that annoys you. You have to just choose your battle. And like I said before, like, understanding them, like, and know who they are, like, you realize, okay, like, some people just love bossing people around. They love being in power sometimes, and that's their issue. Like, that's their problem. Okay, like, sometimes you just have to like choose your battles and know when you need to say something. And that's something that I've been having to do because like I said, I talk to so many people every single day. So I've had to reel in a lot of my feelings and be more poised and put together, because I do have people looking up to me, and I have people that are looking down on me. So I have to, know when to say something, and know when, it's not worth the breath to say anything to this, meaningless person sometimes. Like, it's just not worth it. And it's just going to make you more anxious and more, like, angry all the time if you do that. And that really has helped me stay more, like, level-headed a lot more, is when my coworker or boss, like, gets on my nerves, I'm like, you know what, you're probably like in a bad mood today because, I don't know, your girlfriend did something, who knows, whatever. Like, that's not my problem. I'm just gonna like walk away and just do my job. It just helps me a lot not get so riled up all the time. Control your anger. When you act out of like complete emotions and just complete anger and hate, it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't work. And it's because I've been there before, where I acted out of just anger and frustration, and it didn't get me anywhere. Boss didn't like it, so it isn't getting you anywhere. It just honestly makes you look bad. And even though you may be right, like, I'm not saying you're not right. Like, I knew I was right in that situation, but it didn't matter. Trying to like I said, keep a level head. And if you really are angry and you need to get it out, go to your car, go to the bathroom, just get it out. I've done that before, where I needed to just get a good cry out, and I went to the bathroom, cried for a few minutes, and then I felt so much better. And so what I did is I actually pulled my coworker inside and said, hey, like, can I talk to you privately? I just talked it out. I wasn't screaming. I was very level-headed, and it came across way better. For like, they understood way better. And if I was screaming, they would not have understood me, and they would probably just shoot me aside. And so again, it's all about the communications, and all about how you get your communication out. And being angry is just not going to work. I hope those 4 tips are helpful for all of you that are dealing with some difficult people at your workplace that you just don't get along with or don't just mesh with, and help you just deal with them. And even though they're really annoying sometimes, like, and because sometimes you just have to deal with those people. That's just life. Like, any job you go to, you're gonna always have someone you're not gonna mesh with, and it just takes practice. Like, I've practiced so much now. Like, I'm getting to a point where I'm getting pretty good at dealing with difficult people and knowing how to handle it. And it just gets easier and easier as you do it. So comment down below if there's any other video you guys want to see, and I'll see you guys in my next video. See ya.